Welcome! Today I'll be reviewing every Scooby-Doo monster. To keep my sanity intact, we're going to lay down some rules and exceptions. I will not review monsters from any series involving Scrappy-Doo. This is only because Scrappy-Doo is a horrific monster in his own right, and has tainted anything that he has touched. I will not allow him to destroy this really cool video. Also, return to Zombie Island in the live-action movies. We're gonna put them in a box that's never going to be opened again. The only other thing is that I won't be covering explicit duplicates of monsters, or monsters like Dracula, the Wolfman, or Frankenstein, since, well, I don't want to make any Wolfman stands angry, you know. If I miss a monster in one of the shows or movies that I'm covering, let me know. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Black Knight. Buying GF for gold will gilt your armor if you hand it over to me. These are all things this knight would be saying to me. Never trust a knight that says these things. 2 out of 10. The Ghost of Captain Cutler. Ah, the Diver Boy. This monster was one of my favorites as a kid. I can't believe BioShock stole from Scooby-Doo, though. 7 out of 10. Phantom. Okay, this is pretty epic. That's one scary fella. 9 out of 10. Minor 49er. Do you have a severe fear of grandpas? This monster might not be for you. I'm not afraid of grandpas or prospectors personally, so I think that this one doesn't tickle my whiskers. 2 out of 10. Indian Witch Doctor. No out of 10. Ghost of Elias Kingston. Dr. Manhattan goes through his emo phase. 2 out of 10. Ape Man. It's just a dude in an ape suit. I mean, gorillas are pretty scary. They are just 350 pounds of muscle. 5 out of 10. Charlie the Robot. You can say that this boy looks like a classic Sentinel from the X-Men franchise, but I don't think that Charlie is as racist as the Sentinels. 6 out of 10. The Puppet Master. No Neck Johnson uses his cool cloak so that the gang can't figure out that he doesn't have a neck. 3 out of 10. Ghost Clown. You can say that it made clowns scary, but clowns were always scary. I think the rule is the more forehead a clown has, the scarier it is. 3 out of 10. Mummy Ivanka. Yeah, okay, a warm pail of water and I'll take care of your mummy problem. 2 out of 10. Zombie. I mean, more of a ghoul than a zombie. Anything with elf ears or pointed ears is automatically a ghoul in my book. 3 out of 10. Witch. Grandma got into the old face-stretching green machine again. Grandma needs her small face medicine. Classic witch. 5 out of 10. Spooky Space Kook. Lobotomite, a trauma override harness is harassing the Scooby Gang. I need you to take your really cool gun and take them out. 6 out of 10. Ghost of Redbeard. A pirate whose first mate told him he looked really nice in red goes way overboard with his whole outfit. 4 out of 10. Green Ghosts. A ghost that anyone named Kyle would absolutely love. I mean, I love them too. Is my name Kyle? I punched drywall once. I guess I'm an honorary Kyle. 8 out of 10. Snow Ghost. This one reminds me of my grandpa. It's not the literal grandpa monster, but the Yeti that reminds me of my papa. 6.3 out of 10. The Ghost of Mr. Hyde. Ah, public domain monsters. I mean, they couldn't come up with original monsters for every episode. This was the late 60s, early 70s, man. You had to scoop up whatever creative goo that you could. 3.1 out of 10. Ghost of Zentuo and the Scare Pair. Zentuo's ghost is boring. Put him away. Put him in the boring box. Now the Scare Pair are some good boys. They make me want to scream, dude. Zentuo, 1 out of 10. Scare Pair, 8 out of 10. Caveman. Often I'm glad that he's in there and that we're out here. That he's frozen in there, and that he can't get out. I mean, he does get out, but you know, cavemen aren't real. They're a myth. I've never met one dude who's lived in a cave. 4 out of 10. Creeper. I would be terrified if this large green man screamed his name at me. I'm afraid of heights, clowns, and the Creeper. I already did an entire video just about the Creeper. 9 out of 10. Headless Spectre. A pair of clothes that would only scare an 18th century nudist. 3 out of 10. Witch Doctor. It's a classic, you know, 5 out of 10. Werewolf. Really? A werewolf? That's a ghoul. I gotta say, Scoobert Doobert, you got a lot of ghouls. We're just gonna have to talk about why your artists like ghouls so much at some point. 2 out of 10. The Wax Phantom. When you run out of food at Mom's house, sometimes you have to take drastic measures. Sometimes you have to eat some of her scented wax cubes to get by. Just a bit at first, but then you grow to enjoy them. Before you realize it, you're 9 feet tall and made of wax yourself. 4 out of 10. The new Scooby-Doo movies. Gunslinger. Funko Pop. 1 out of 10. Hooded Man. This episode had Batman, Robin, Joker, and the Penguin, but no, the monster is just car door hood regular hand man. 2 out of 10. Vulture. Yeah, bird. 1 out of 10. Scarecrow. Rated a party city at the last minute, but only this clearance Scarecrow costume was left. 2 out of 10. Ghost of Captain Moody. These guys could just turn invisible because they can, I guess. The mustard yellow robes probably wouldn't scare me even if they weren't transparent. 2 out of 10. Phantoms. These guys are narcs. 2 out of 10. Sharkmen. Sharks with arms. Sharks with feet. These boys would never be allowed on Shark Week. 3 out of 10. Cackling skeleton. Scariest thing I've seen in my life. Is that a real skeleton? 7 out of 10. Ghost of Bigfoot. I mean, really? Ghost of Bigfoot? Just call it a Yeti. You can never have too many Yetis. It's the catch-all cryptid. 4 out of 10. Ghost of the Red Baron. Plain Grandma. 2 out of 10. Haunted Horseman. I could probably take them. Give me a lance and a horse and I'll take on any haunted horseman. I didn't even know that horsemen could be haunted. 3 out of 10. Mold Monster. We don't talk about the frog on this channel. 1 out of 10. Viking Mannequin. Pretty cool that this guy just wears a really big shirt and an opera hat. 3 out of 10. Davy Crockett Mannequin. The fact that I have to say Davy Crockett Mannequin is just a lot. I know I'm going to miss some monsters on this list because I'm not an all-knowing Scooby-Doo god, but I remembered to mention the Davy Crockett Mannequin. He's alright. 5 out of 10. Dryad. Tree with a mop on top. 2 out of 10. Troll. Looks exactly like how I imagine all my internet friends look like in real life. All of them being creepy goblins. 5 out of 10. Ghost of Paul Revere. The British took his nose. 2 out of 10. Minuteman Ghost. Just a wretched guy who's probably really pissed all the time. Look how grumpy he is. 1 out of 10. Redcoat Ghost. A really cool wig. 2 out of 10. Hooded Ghosts. They look like reverse executioners. Lifeguards. 2 out of 10. Ghost of Captain Scavenger. This is a gray man. 1 out of 10. Ghost of Injun Joe. Gray, no. 0 out of 10. Negative 50 out of 10. Jadal. Evil Genie has some really sick grooming techniques. Look at those eyebrows. When you're trapped for thousands of years, you gotta do something, pick up a hobby. 3 out of 10. Spirit of Fireball McFan. The football is his wife. 3 out of 10. Windmakers. These guys aren't even monsters. They're just on the way home from a Sun O concert. 3 out of 10. Green Globs. What happens when you take more than 50 tablets of Mucinex? 2 out of 10. Ghostly Strongman. Brock Lesnar is on his way to steal another belt. 2 out of 10. The Scooby-Doo Show. Ghost of Nettie Crab. Grandma. Nana out of 10. So like, Nana is 7 in Japanese. So, 7 out of 10. Ghost of Ebenezer Crab. More like Epicnezer Crab. This blue raspberry flavored ghost man. 4 out of 10. Ghost of Gator Ghoul. Real sad they had to do my boy Vector like this. 2 out of 10. 10,000 volt ghost. Always surprised, never surprising. Also Cubert's dad. 3 out of 10. Headless Horseman. We get it, dude. Pumpkins are cool. If the Headless Horseman gets a pumpkin for a head, doesn't that make him the Pumpkin Head Horseman? I mean, come on, get that gourd off. 3.1 out of 10. Ghost of Dr. Coffin. Ghoul Doctor. Gives ghouls their Flintstone vitamins so they can big spook all day. 4 out of 10. No-Face Zombie. Slenderman's fashionable daddy. 3 out of 10. Mamba Wamba. Garbage monster, but you know, the skull and the stick thing he's got there is pretty cool. Looks like the one grandma from SpongeBob. I'd buy that. 1.1 out of 10. Demon. This guy's mom spanks him everywhere. I mean, look how red he is. This boy puts full rolls of toilet paper in the toilet just because he's pissed. 1.5 out of 10. The Ghost Bowl. Paul Bunyan's crying in heaven. 3 out of 10. Medicine Man Ghost. Wow, they really like these, don't they? No out of 10. Demon Shark. Alright, gonna explain what Jabberjaw was. He was basically a shark cartoon mascot kind of thing. Imagine if this evil shark man shark went yuck, yuck, yuck. This isn't Jabberjaw though, so you know, this shark's weak. 4 out of 10. Ghost of Captain Pescado. Alright, every ghost is green, every ghost is a ghoul, and every ghost is some kind of weird 18th century getup. This is peak generic Scooby-Doo ghost, but you know, he's underwater. 3 out of 10. Octopus Monster. This monster's just confused. He doesn't know how he got there. He doesn't know what he's doing here. He just kind of is along for the ride, perpetually lost. 4 out of 10. Kelp Monster. I want to take the easy route, but we'll go with horrible glow stick factory accident instead. 5 out of 10. Rambling Ghost. This ghost loves sports, pays his mortgage every month, and gets custody of the kids every other weekend. The old pigskin is life and death. 4.2 out of 10. Vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry Technicolor Phantoms. These are just the green ghosts from the original series, but in different flavors. Is there an orange sherbet phantom that haunts the old abandoned Orange Julius? 9 out of 10. I still like them. They're good boys. Viking Ghosts. 6 Skyrim helmet, dude. 1 epic gamer reference out of 10. Gramps the Vamp. The Count from Sesame Street's failed filmmaker uncle. This guy definitely complains about the ice cream selection in the middle of the frozen foods aisle in Walmart, to no one in particular. 2.2 out of 10. Pterodactyl Ghost. What an incredibly good boy. I gotta say, he's just a sweet dude who wants to scream. 6.7 out of 10. Ghost of Milo Booth. Not to be confused with the ghost of John Wilkes Booth, who still haunts the septic tank he was secretly buried next to. This guy's eyes have got to be irritated as all hell. Can we get this ghost some eye drops and a nice lemon tea? 3 out of 10. Phantom Racer. Nosferatu likes a good drive every now and then. The helmet keeps his dusty brain in. 4 out of 10. Ghost of Witch McCoy. Oh man, a ghost and a witch. You think they would double down on the green for this one, but it looks like they surprisingly dialed it back. I guess more is less is more. 2 out of 10. Future Monster. All insect monsters are the same. But this one, is red. 2 out of 10. Creepy Heat from the Deep. This freak from the deep will surely make it so you can't sleep. Rhyming aside, is it just me, or when you see a sea creature, they always have kelp or seaweed for hair? Do you think he styles it? 4 out of 10. Willowaw. Big Owl. Zabowl. 6 out of 10. Owlman. Invited to a lot of parties. Never laughed at, only laughed with. 6.5 out of 10. Skeleton Man. A more fitting name would be Skeleton Cyclops. Is this just the decaying corpse of the Grimace from McDonald's? Inside that pinned head of the Grimace from McDonald's, is there just one large yellow eye? 4.2 out of 10. Snow Beast. I imagine the idea behind giving a bunch of fur to a giant, presumably cold-blooded T-Rex is that, it's a winter monster, so it's gotta have Yeti fur. 3 out of 10. Ghost Witch of Old Salem. Yeah, I'm into that. 8 out of 10. Tar Monster. The perfect goopy monster. Absolutely iconic. As a child, this monster made me think of what it would be like to visit a tar pit. I never would visit a tar pit, but I definitely think about it. 9 out of 10. Ghost of Finian McDuff. Dead green bagpipe player looking for gamer girl monster. 3 out of 10. Loch Ness Monster. I'm not doing the joke. I won't do the funny Loch Ness Monster joke. A 3 out of 50. Old Iron Face. I feel like out of all the colonial clothes monsters, this one is so far my least favorite. I really don't have much to say except if you have romantic relations, do you think you get tetanus with this guy? 2 out of 10. Jaguaro. They're described as half ape, half saber-tooth tiger, but it's more 3/4 ape and 1/4 black jaguar, right? It's in the name. 4 out of 10. Cat Creature. Tom from Tom and Jerry's angry, angst-filled older brother. He's also got a sick cape, so I can probably add a point for that. 3.1 out of 10. Mantis. Like I said, all insect monsters are the same. 2 out of 10. The Phantom. This Phantom is different from the other Phantoms because this Phantom is like if Gene Simmons meets a clown. A clown bigger than Gene Simmons. 1.6 out of 10. Moon Monster. More like monster tangentially related to the moon. 2 out of 10. Ghostly Gondolier. Skeletor wears blackface. 2.3 out of 10. Ghost of Juan Carlos. Can we even call this guy a ghost? He's not even green. It's more like your uncle raided a Party City. Another Party City joke here. I'm chock full of them. 1 out of 10. Anthos. Cool name, lame goatee. Not even really a monster, just more of a wacky villain. 1.2 out of 10. Beast of Bottomless Lake. This is a classic creepy crawly. You bloat the creature from the Black Lagoon and you have yourself a beast. 5 out of 10. The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. Bogle, Round Bastard, 2 out of 10. Word, Skinny Bastard, 2.1 out of 10. Maldor the Malevolent. Somehow is the only ghost with a Spencer's Gifts credit card. 4 out of 10. Queen Morbidia. Every monster lady all wrapped up in one cartoon monster lady. 6 out of 10. Reflector Spectre. I don't know where the boy begins and the blue raspberry go-gurt ends. There's a lot of blue raspberry jokes here, I'm just chock full of them. 3 out of 10. Zomba, ripped directly from a Hey Arnold creepypasta. 2 out of 10. Captain Ferguson, just a hairy dude. It's not even a ghost. Stop trying to trick me into thinking hairy dudes are monsters, Scooby-Doo. 1 out of 10. Nakara, they only locked her in the chest because of her incredible mom vibe. 6 out of 10. Marcella, you think her entire body is just as thin as her neck? Like she's just a really long neck in human form with arms and legs under those clothes? 4 out of 10. Time Slime, just a dick with a time scepter. He did have some cool Digimon goggles though, so I'll give him a slightly better rating. 3 out of 10. Demondo, Fat Grinch, 7 out of 10. Rancor, oh you're a demon and you're red? 2 out of 10. Professor Phantasmo, this guy looks like he'd be a sick dad. Can you imagine getting magic tricks for presents? Must be really cool. 6 out of 10. Zimbulu, I'm Buff Hairy Man. 2-in-1 series? How thoughtful of you to fill the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo with all these hair buffmen. 3 out of 10. A pup named Scooby-Doo. Ghost, you can't trick me. That's another slime monster. All the slime monsters are the same. 2 out of 10. Sludge Monster. That's a Cyclops STD. 4 out of 10. Cheese Monster. I'm already feeling that there might be a lot more slime or goo-type monsters in a pup named Scooby-Doo. I don't remember this much sludge when I saw this show as a kid. 2 out of 10. Dr. Croaker. A Dr. Frog that eats comic books. We don't discuss frogs on this channel anymore. 3 out of 10. Ghost of Al Capone. Cool pinstripe suit, really neat hat, and really cool hair. What more could you ask for from a gangster ghost? 7 out of 10. Boogity Bones. 3 heads are better than 1, huh? They only have 1 nose. How could that be better? Also, how awful it must be to have to tie 3 ties every morning when you wake up. I can't even do one without a YouTube tutorial. 0.5 out of 10. Ice Demon. Eyes so sharp that even I would cut myself on the edge. 2 out of 10. Samurai Ghost, looking like he fell out of a Dragon Quest knockoff game as a mid-level boss. 3 out of 10. Headless Skateboarder. Yeah, dude, a pumpkin for a head is pretty spooky. Got it, pumpkin for a head skateboarder. 2 out of 10. Boobeard. I can't believe it. A Scooby-Doo series with a ghost pirate? It's totally not something they tread over in every single Scooby-Doo series that has ever existed. 2 out of 10. Totem Spirit. This one's pretty unique. Never thought about what would happen at Camp Hungry Boys if the giant wooden pole came to life to kill the campers. I want to see this thing fight Jason. 5 out of 10. Ghost of Chef Pierre Goulash. Pfft, more like Chef Red Juicy Teeth. 2 out of 10. Stinkweed.
That was pretty epic. 8 out of 10.
Alien. The rotten food in the fridge has gained sentience and is filled with tapeworms. 3.4 out of 10. Ghost of Purvis Parker. Cool floating skeleton. Doesn't need legs because he's not a wimp. 5.3 out of 10. Ghost of Buster McMuttmuller. Glad he still has his name tag in the skeleton afterlife. It's a really hard to say name. 4 out of 10. Chickenstein. Probably the most recognizable monster from the show for me. It's chicken. It's Frankenstein. It's 5 out of 10. Burger Monster. Oh, ho, ho! This burger wants to eat you instead of you eating it. How funny is it when food turns on you, the human who wants to eat it? It shows us that we will always have to fear everything around us. You should always be wary of the things you eat, just in case they gain sentience and sentence you to life in the burger mines. 7 out of 10. Dinkley 2000. Nerd Undertale Robot. 0.2 out of 10. Ghost of Zombo. Not to be confused for Zomba from the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, and definitely not to be confused with Zombo.com. This is just a spook clown. 3 out of 10. Boogie Biker. He tells his friends he's seen every episode of Sons of Anarchy, but what they don't know is that he's never even seen a single scene. He just knows that it's about bikers, and probably drugs. 5 out of 10. Astronaut Ghost. Is it an astronaut? Is it a cowboy? Why does this image make it look like retro inflation art? 2 out of 10. Bigwig, a really big wig. 1 out of 10. Ghost of the Hooded Heifer. If you're already an evil cow, do you really need an evil cow mask? I mean, if you're the only evil cow in town, don't you think people are going to make the distinction that you're the evil cow in a mask? I mean, he's a ghost, so he probably doesn't get out too much anyway. 3 out of 10. Moving Mollusk. I think in the writer's room there was a bowl filled with animals and a bowl filled with sports equipment. Scooby-Doo writers just pulled from there when they couldn't think of anything else. 2 out of 10. Nasty Doo. Scooby-Dooby Nasty Doo-Doo. 2 out of 10. Ghost of Mrs. Shoesham. As someone naturally afraid of librarians, I'm shook. 1.9 out of 20. What's new, Scooby-Doo? Snow Creature. I can't believe that Scooby-Doo would plagiarize the Yeti from Ski Free. 2 out of 10. Dinosaur Spirit. The dinosaur toy that your baby cousin wants you to buy at the dollar store, but you've already been through this with them. They're just going to break it as soon as you get back to mom's. 3.3 out of 10. Space Ape. This is what would happen if the monkeys from Space Chimp didn't make it to Earth at the end of the movie. -1 point for making me remember Space Chimps. 2 out of 10. Ghosts of the Leland Brothers. One's blue, one's gray. One of them's cool, and one of them's a loser. A sore loser. 2 out of 10. Mystery Machine. Yeah, dude, they slapped a mouth on the car and made it evil or something. Cool. Whatever. 6 out of 10. Ghost of Rufus Rockus. Oh man, a magician ghost. A $5 luchador mask goes a long way, I guess. 3.1 out of 10. Roller Ghoster. This person just wants to have some theme park fun. Leave them alone, Scooby Gang. You don't have to kill and skin every monster down to their human bones. 5.7 out of 10. Animal Demons. More like pea ghosts. 2 out of 10. Moto Shandu. Out here looking like a doofy Pokemon. You can have this one, Game Freak. It's on me. Just put it in the game. I don't care anymore. 1.7 out of 10. Headless Snowman. Once again, can you really call something headless just because it doesn't have a head or can throw its head? I may be being a bit pedantic here, but dude has a head. He can just take it off. 4 out of 10. Toys. Small Soldiers is a good movie. 5 out of 10. Faceless Phantom. A purple cloak and no face goes a long way in my book. 6 out of 10. Zombie Gladiator. I mean, at least he isn't green. He doesn't have a face or anything, but he also doesn't have elf ears. I'd give him a point higher than other zombies I've covered so far. So like a 4 out of 10? Baseball Spectre. I have the weirdest memories of the episode that the bass boy is from. I was 9 at the time. This episode premiered and I just remember being the most pissed off baby boy because I had to go to school when I most certainly did not want to go to school. I didn't end up going to school. 3 out of 10. 30-foot Shaggy. They gotta make everything a monster, don't they? When do they fight Velma's glasses? Did I curse myself? They don't actually fight Velma's glasses, do they? 3 out of 10. Mummy of Pharaoh Scamsies. I appreciate a mummy that shows a little skin. It's not all just wrapped up in toiletries. It's a real scary mummy. 4.5 out of 10. Gusano Grande. Let the spice flow. Oh, whatever. 6 out of 10. Jeeves. I mean, the entire house is classified as a monster, but Jeeves is the full meal here. You can ask him anything you want, but you know he won't answer. He's programmed to kill, not to chill. 5 out of 10. Another vampire. Tommy Wiseau has achieved his dream. 5 out of 10. Scarecrow robots. Just a couple of pumpkin boys ready to break their buds out of crow prison. 3 out of 10. Cat creature. Wasn't let into the con. 2 out of 10. San Fran Psycho. Great name. Needs to go back to prison, though. He's a hook-hand car door man. 3 out of 10. Scooby Snack Monster. Okay, they made the Snack-Zagoo monster. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that. You know, it's okay. 9 out of 10. Glasberg Dragon. Benedict Cumberbatch didn't voice this dragon. That's an extra point. 4 out of 10. Invisible Madman. Cool, probably. I mean, you can't see him unless he gets hit with electricity, so I bet he's cool. 5 out of 10. Fish creature. You know what? It's not green. I will take it. 6 out of 10. Wakumi. This is the stork that brought me into the world. 6 out of 10. Centaur. You think it's in the front or the back? I mean, like, you think it's on the human part or the horse part? You know what I mean. 3 out of 10. Creepy Keeper. I can't tell if that's his nose or another flesh-shaped mask on top of his face. 2 out of 10. Cold Steel. Pfft, nothing personnel, buckaroo. 4 out of 10. Mystery Inc. Clones. Red eyes means evil. You think eye drops have ever stopped an evil doppelganger? 1.2 out of 10. Titanic Twist. Add some butter and you've got a tasty treat. Pretzel Man. 3 out of 10. Gargoyle. Not as cool as the cartoon gargoyles, nor as cool as when the one flying gremlin in Gremlins 2 became a gargoyle after soaking itself in concrete. It's just an evil statue. 2.1 out of 10. Demon Farmer has a scythe for a right hand, so definitely a guy who can separate the wheat from the chaff. Is that a good farmer joke? All I know about farmers is that they buy drones to take cool pics of their fields. For Facebook, I assume? 4 out of 10. Frozen Fiend. Jack Frost plays hockey and he's not very good at it, despite being made entirely of ice. I mean, a guy made completely out of fire probably wouldn't be good at cooking. I mean, inherently. If you're watching this and you're made of fire and good at cooking, I'm sorry. 1.9 out of 10. Menacing Metallic Clown. Someone stole the head off of Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal's ice cream truck and gave it a body. 4 out of 10. Toxic Terror. Swamp Thing is the arbiter of nature on Earth or something like that, but this guy is like his evil brother who can't hold a job. Hank. I'll name him Hank. 3 out of 10. Dragon. This dragon is different from the other dragons because this one's based on a Chinese dragon. The Chinese dragons are pretty sick. 7 out of 10. Skeleton Driver. Made entirely of bones, and the monster most likely to take you to McDonald's for the first, second, and third date. 4.5 out of 10. Gold Monster.
Hey, Homer, what'd you do? Get a haircut or something?
Look closer, Lenny.
Oh, I know what it is. You're the biggest man in the world now. And you're covered in gold.
6 out of 10. Coral Creature. Wins most likely to be in neither Digimon nor Pokemon. 2 out of 10. Asamons. These are just critters from the Critters movies, which are really just gremlins. I'm not feeling this one, dog. 2.9 out of 10. Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Slime Monster. Flubber finally did it. He finally killed a man. 7 out of 10. Creeping Creatures. The Alligator People episode was the first episode that I saw of Mystery Incorporated, and the design sold me on the show. Who doesn't love a good gator family? 6 out of 10. Ghost Truck. The only good haunted vehicle in the Scooby-Doo series. I mean, I'm not into haunted cars by any means, but of course I love the one that looks like it's trapped in a candy shell. 7 out of 10. Man Crab. Looks like something a cartoon character with an alien watch would be able to transform into. A Ben out of 10. K Horrifico. Plays Fortnite songs in the middle of the night to hypnotize kids to steal for him. Created the Epic Games launcher. 1 out of 10. Ghost of Alice May. Yeah, I'm into that. 8 out of 10. Phantom. Sick robot head, dude. I like that your collar is popped so high that if you turn left or right, you couldn't see a thing. The first robot ghost man with a low FOV. 5 out of 10. Gnome. He's released himself from your lawn to release yourself from your life. 4 out of 10. Red and green humungonauts. 1990s wrestling gimmicks meets the spirit of Christmas. 3.5 out of 10. Ghost Hound. Evil Scooby wants you for a snack. 3.2 out of 10. Vampire. Mom. 9 out of 10. Chargar Gothicon. Cthulhu is really epic, dude. I got a Cthulhu chain wallet on sale, and the babes, they just keep coming. 2.9 out of 10. Lord Infernicus. Somebody spiked the punch at your local skeleton party with kerosene, and this dude has just been screaming ever since. 6 out of 10. Shadowy Orc. I have this orc character I use in D&D quite often named Granite. Granite loves hammers and tries to carry as many on him as he can. He's also incredibly dumb and really fun to play. This orc is alright, I guess. I'm a big fan of orcs. 6 out of 10. Aphrodite. This looks nothing like the Smite character. I can't believe that Scooby-Doo would bootleg high-res like this. 4 out of 10. White Wizard. My man's out here with a Reddit downvote arrow on his forehead. 3 out of 10. Night Fright. Night Fright is sick because when big boy season comes around, he'll be right there for you. You won't even have to get you one with this big boy. He'll get you. 7 out of 10. Fish Freaks. Shaggy plays World of Warcraft once and already the Fish Freaks are out here. 4 out of 10. Manicore. On a scale of Griffin to Manicore, that's definitely a Manicore. What else do you want me to say? That the Manicore likes toes or something? 2 out of 10. Headless Horror. Finally, this whole video of me complaining about headless things has paid off. Now we have a boy with a face on the torso instead of a head substitute. 8 out of 10. Shadowy Figure. Expecto Patronum. That's a sick Harry Potter reference I did there. 5 out of 10. Ghost of Dead Justice. Scooby-Doo appropriating Jonah Hex. I mean, it's more evil Jonah Hex. If you wanted to do a ghost cowboy, do a ghost cowboy. Don't steal my favorite cowboy for your Scooby-Dooby needs. 4 out of 10. Obliteratrix. You into cyborgs? Yeah, I know you're into cyborgs. 6 out of 10. Freak of Crystal Cove. The Goblin King from Labyrinth if he fell into a vat of magical demon energy. I mean, if this was the regular David Bowie, he would have come out completely fine. 5 out of 10. Crybaby Clown. I've seen baby geniuses. I know what this clown wants. It wants a hug, so it can crush my spine. 4 out of 10. Dreamweaver. Even more evil David Bowie from Labyrinth. I mean, I already used the vat of demon energy thing, but look, dude, he even has an orb. He has an orb. Come on. 5 out of 10. Hodag of Horror. Yeah, Betty Mae's the type of girl to cover her monitor lizard in fake grass and let him wander around the town. 4 out of 10. Junk. Everything with a television for a head has always been cool and will always be cool for years to come. 8 out of 10. Graveyard Ghoul. Can we get some of these monsters an undershirt or a tank top or something? I'm sick of looking at zombie abs all day. 3 out of 10. Dark Lilith. There's a monster wife. 8 out of 10. Hebediah Grimm. Incel Pilgrim. 2 out of 10. Fiend. Someone likes Renamon from Digimon a little too much. 3 out of 10. Kriegstaff Bot. Here we go. Evil Nazi robots. This season of Scooby-Dooby-Doo has certainly gone nuts and bolts with the monster designs. The monster designers for the show played Killzone 2 once. I can tell. 7 out of 10. Scare Bear. Ain't nothing like a Scare Bear werebear to help you lay your soul bare. I bet if his mom let him play the Xbox every once in a while, he wouldn't be so evil. 6 out of 10. Krampus. Evil Santa should stick to Christmas. I want to talk about your fat tongue on Halloween, dude. I mean, technically I did, but, 0 out of 10. Dragon. That's not even a dragon. You can't trick me. That's a Gundam. 2.2 out of 10. Mummy of Friar Sarah. Just because you come out of a coffin doesn't mean you're a mummy. Mummy's got paper all up on them. 3 out of 10. Gray. Ah, the quintessential alien. Sorry we couldn't get you out of Area 51, good buddy. We all knew it wasn't going to happen. 5 out of 10. Reptoid. Owns Amazon. Good for you, buddy. 4 out of 10. Nordic Alien. Lobotomites, someone has obtained the trauma override harness that is not a skeleton. Please rectify this or we will be forced to raise our volume by 1 decibel. 6 out of 10. Horrible Herd. Hamburgers made from these cows are going to taste almost as bad as anything from Burger King. Burger King, where you go when you're sad. 3 out of 10. Rude Boy and the Ska-tastics. Ska is dead, but it can come back at a moment's notice. Nothing ever stays dead forever. Nothing's ever really gone. 7 out of 10. Gluten Demon. When this guy goes to an all-you-can-eat buffet, he eats the whole damn building. I mean, mostly because he's a demon and could probably eat anything. No human could do that. I mean, maybe. 4 out of 10. Monstrous Freak. Alright, Mystery Incorporated is wild. Because this monster is the disguise of just an actual ghost. I love it. I mean, the design's okay, but the implementation is excellent. 8 out of 10. Priestess. Scooby-Doo really just loves witch doctors, doesn't it? I can't say that enough. They just really like witch doctors. This one is like the second coolest mask. Witch doctors was better. 3 out of 10. Evil entity. The evil entity is an evil entity. An actual, factual, real, other-dimensional creature bent on mankind's destruction. It's okay, I guess. 5.4 out of 10. Be cool, Scooby-Doo. Spirit of the Zatari Warrior. They just made the mask as big as possible for this one, huh? Alright, 1 out of 10. Sea creature. Every goddamn green fish monster is blending together, and I am almost at the point where I can't separate fact from fish-ction. I tried. 1 out of 10. Ghost of Chip Braverton. This guy says bully for you on a near constant basis. 2 out of 10. Sobek. All praise be to Sobek. There are no gods other than Sobek. 10 out of 10. Crystal Crawler. Brad Goblin the Chad Goblin. 4 out of 10. Headless Count. This one really stumps me. I've already covered so many headless monsters, trying too hard at this point might be me sticking my neck out. Nice tie. 4 out of 10. Ghost of the Prima Donna. She would definitely be asking for the manager. 3 out of 10. Yeti. Remember when I said Yeti was the catch-all monster? I'm kind of sick of Yetis. 1 out of 10. Butler 3000. Oh, hey, it's Scud the Disposable Assassin's brother. Pud. 3 out of 10. Alien. What if we make the grays green and big, huh? Green and real big. 1 out of 10. Pterodactyl. Another dinosaur. I don't know, man. All I can think about is eating those little pills that turn into dinosaur-shaped sponges to see what would happen. Although I know what would happen. You know, I'd become a dinosaur. I can't live like that. 5 out of 10. Ghost of Steelin' Stan. I get the handcuffs, but is the neck cuff really necessary? 3 out of 10. Gremlin. That's not a gremlin. That's a furry. 1 out of 10. Sorcerer. Oh, it's Triangle Merlin. 3 out of 9. Swamp Monster. Swamp Monsters are all the same. 2 out of 10. Snow Monster. All snowman monsters are also the same. But like, you know, this one has cool spikes. 2.1 out of 10. Huge McFlynn. This is Post Malone's dad. This is Pre-Malone. 3 out of 10. Scarecrow. Okay, if I had $1 for every evil Scarecrow in Scooby-Doo, I have like $5 or maybe even $6. 2 out of 10. Ghost of the Cliff Bride. She's dead, but the flowers are fresh. 2 out of 10. Spirit of El Bandito. Cool swords. 2 out of 8. Madcap the Killer Clown. Imagine being a clown and just being pissed all the time that you were born a clown and not a doctor or a lawyer. 2 out of 10. Toxic Mutant. It's just like in Seth MacFarlane's Family Guy when Quagmire discovers internet porn. One big arm and tiny little arm. Oh, Family Guy. 1 out of 10. Dorsal Foot. Imagine being afraid of sharks and mantises. This monster would definitely make you pee. 4 out of 10. Jester. Cicero from Skyrim likes feet. I didn't know what else to say. 1 out of 10. Hound Beast. Spike from Tom and Jerry consumes a magma crystal and jumps through cartoons to wreak havoc on the Scooby team. 4 out of 10. Grim Reaper. Bone wings on the Reaper. I don't see that too often. I like it. 7 out of 10. Tarask. Turtle Cats all the way down. 3 out of 10. Tengu. I guess Tengus are just all bird now? Sure. Fine, whatever. 2 out of 10. Baba Yaga. Green-flavored Nana. It's not John Wick. 5 out of 10. Kaniaka. The only Crabman design I completely haven't hated, I'm gonna be honest. 4 out of 10. Ghost of Amos Littlefield. You can't have a Scooby-Doo series without a Civil War or Revolutionary War ghost. That'd be crazy! 2 out of 10. Ghost of Mother. This is nothing like the movie Mother. 2 out of 10. Ghost of Archie Barnes. Monochromatic evil boy. Makes all his food black and white before he eats it. 2 out of 10. Mutant Rabbit. Bunnicula gets swole. 5 out of 10. Arachne. That's crazy that my wife is in Scooby-Doo. 8 out of 10. Plant Monster. I don't think Seymour would feed this one. Looks too nefarious to me. 3 out of 10. Minus. Crazy that so many Scooby-Doo monsters are just Batman villains. This one's just Bane, dude. 3 out of 10. Trash Monster. Kid tried to make his own Iron Giant but accidentally installed an always-on evil switch. 4 out of 10. Ghost Chef. He seasons you. 3 out of 10. Demon of Salem. Can someone get Uncle Earl out of the ceremonial deer suit? He's been in there for days and he's starting to smell. 4 out of 10. Pizza Possum. Is 5 Nights at Eddie's? 2 out of 100. Halfbeard's Ghost. I always appreciate a ghost who's not just blue or a green-skinned dude. Half skeleton, half sex machine. 7 out of 10. Professor Huh? Hands down one of the coolest designs from Be Cool Scooby-Doo. I don't even have a joke for this one. I just think he's great. 9 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and Guess Who? Swamp Monster. It took them almost 50 years of Scooby-Doo technology, but look at that. That swamp monster is bog-colored. 3 out of 10. Ghost Sergeant. Zombie ghosts. Zombie ghosts?
Check it out, Scoob. These are the guys who became zombie ghosts.
Zombie ghosts? What's that?
Zombie ghosts, leave this place.
6 out of 10. Fish monster. Yeah, dude, he blew. 2 out of 10. Screaming skulls. Exactly the kind of pet for me. Imagine feeding them milk and petting their fiery bones. 7 out of 10. Cat mummy. Really cool that the Egyptians gave this cat Simpsons hands. 4 out of 10. Minotaur. Oh wow, it's the basketball team cow. 3 out of 10. Ghost of Mads Markson. Very purple, but a sharp dresser, and not Mads Mikkelsen. 5 out of 10. Technomancer. You know I love the Phantom, and now he's a gamer. 9 out of 10. Spectral Speedster. Very epic and zany. 2 out of 10. Dinosaurs. 7 out of 10. Sia Doppelganger. Sia, but evil now. She's like a singer, right? I'm old. 4 out of 10. Ricky Gervais. The real monster. The monster of man. 3 out of 10. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. Werecats, just an average southern furry convention. 3 out of 10. Zombies. Real zombies. None of that fake latex I can't believe it's not zombie crap. 6 out of 10. Moat Monster. A goblin that's been doing CrossFit every day of his life. 4 out of 10. Vampire Bat Creature. He just wants to eat nice fruits and hang with his buds. 3 out of 10. Hooded Skeletal Ghost. Nerd. 3 out of 10. Lobster Man. After the Amanda Bynes show fell apart, this lobster turned to a life of crime. 2 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Babylonian mummies. The hottest mummies aren't afraid to show their faces. 5 out of 10. Witch's Ghost. I had no idea that you could buy witches from the monster store in banana flavor. 6 out of 10. Sarah Ravencroft. Jawline so well defined that even Jotaro would give pause. 7 out of 10. Pumpkin Monsters. I always appreciate it when they give the pumpkins actual eyes. You think those are stolen or grown? 5 out of 10. Big Turkey. This turkey's too big to pardon. Its crimes are unimaginable and unforgivable. This is the worst bird. 2 out of 10. Evil Tree. Yeah, dude, I've seen trees with evil faces before, and I gotta tell you, out of all the trees with faces, your face is just kinda middling. 3 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. The Aliens. Broccoli. 2 out of 10. Cyber Chase. Phantom Virus. Ultimately made of Undertale Sans blue energy. 3 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Vampire. Yowie Yahoo isn't invited to cool vampire parties because he never stops screaming. That and half his body is a tornado, so he always breaks the toilet. 2 out of 10. Yowie Yahoo's Minions. The beta test for Kiss. 2 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico. Chupacabra. Bigfoot but with eyeliner. 3 out of 10. Ghost of Senor Otero. I turned myself into a ghost, Morty. I'm Ghost Rick. I'm so sorry. 2 out of 10. Skeleton Man. You can't be a licensed skeleton and have eyes. It's not up to code. 1 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster. Loch Ness Monster. We all know that you're just a really, really cool robot. I can tell because the animation style is slightly different. Cartoon perception is written on my stats sheet. 4 out of 10. Aloha, Scooby-Doo. Wiki Tiki. Thanos gets a full body tattoo to hide his shame for being in Fortnite. What did it cost him? I don't know, probably like 10 grand and some change if you include the clown wig. 4 out of 10. Tiny Tikis. Playing Crash Bandicoot on LSD was never your finest moment. 3 out of 10. Scooby-Doo in Where's My Mummy? Ghost of Cleopatra. Sentient Cabbage Woman. 2.6 out of 10. Spirit of the Sand. Looks like a strike boss in Destiny with a disappointing middle phase. 3 out of 10. Scooby-Doo Pirates Ahoy. Captain Skunkbeard. Crazy how all these pirate ghosts are so dehydrated. There's water everywhere, idiot! Just drink some! 3 out of 10. Wooden Leg Wally. I can't tell if that's a feather or a tuft of his hair under the hat since he seems to be one of those guys who's afraid of going completely bald. I mean, they have the ring, you know? Just let go of it. Become at peace with baldness. 2 out of 10. Sea Salt Sally. Kirishima from Hero Academy's mom, but she's like a zombie now or something. 0.2 out of 10. Chill out, Scooby-Doo. Abominable Snowman. Yeti. Please no more Yetis. I don't want to see a Yeti ever again after this, please. 1 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King. Glob, Danny DeVito Goblin, 8 out of 10. Glum, Kevin Bacon Goblin, 4 out of 10. Jack O'Lantern, Friendly Pumpkin Boy, good for jokes, 5 out of 10. Goblin King. Yeah, sorry, Chief, there's only one Goblin King, and that man has one of those really cool glass balls that you could never afford. But your friend Kevin could afford it. 2 out of 10. Monstrous Machine. The best version of the Mystery Machine is evil now and trying to get the gang gag. I wish it just looked like this all the time. 7 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and the Samurai Sword. Black Samurai. Really cool guy. I'd invite him to barbecue. 7 out of 10. Green Dragon. I can't believe they let Shenron into Scooby-Doo. Think they have to collect all the Scooby snacks to bring Shaggy back to life to fight Goku? 4 out of 10. Scooby-Doo Abracadabra-Doo. Banshee. This looks nothing like the Banshee from Halo. 2 out of 10. Griffin. Very epic. Reminds me more of Chamois Television than any of the owls I've seen so far. 6 out of 10. Scooby-Doo Camp Scare. Woodsman. The Creeper's cooler older brother that doesn't get to talk to him very much but still loves him anyway. 8 out of 10. Fishman. He's upset that he didn't get to be bright green Mountain Dew colored. 3 out of 10. Spectre of Shadow Canyon. Honestly giving me a Ramses from Courage the Cowardly Dog vibe. Means I don't like it. 7 out of 10. Scooby-Doo Legend of the Phantosaur. Phantosaur. Yeah! It's a ghost dinosaur! 3 out of 10. Velociraptors. 2 horns and no feathers. Realism be damned. These dinos are hungry though. 2 out of 10. Fiery Phantosaur. The Phantosaur's Pokemon evolution. I'll say Pokemon, because if this was Digimon, he'd have a ton of leather straps and a gun. 4 out of 10. Scooby-Doo Music of the Vampire. Lord Valdronia. Your warlock is specced fully into an infernal pact and he's upset that we didn't let him into the taverns anymore. 2 out of 10. Scooby-Doo Mask of the Blue Falcon. Minotaur. The skinniest Minotaur I've ever seen. Someone get this boy some leafy greens. 6.7 out of 10. Hideous Hidehound. You can tell he's an evil dog. On account of the red eyes. 5 out of 10. Scooby-Doo Stage Fright. Phantom. The only cut character of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He fell into a taffy vat right away and only got away with some hair and a skeleton. 4 out of 10. Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery. Ghost Bear. Incredibly sick, in the good way. Sad that he's part of a WWE Scooby-Doo movie. 8 out of 10. Scooby-Doo Frankencreepy. Frankencreep. This is the kind of monster that you beat with love. Then he joins your party in an indie RPG. 6 out of 10. Ghost of the Baron. Old Iron Face got a hat. 3 out of 10. Scooby-Doo Moon Monster Madness. Alien. That's a Walmart brand xenomorph. 5 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and Kiss. Rock and Roll Mystery. Crimson Witch. Strong Wife. 7 out of 10. Destroyer. Galactus' head was stolen and now he's so hungry. Please feed him. 5 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and WWE Curse of the Speed Demon. Inferno. Can we get this guy some aloe vera? The sun made him too spicy. 4 out of 10. Scooby-Doo Shaggy Showdown. Ghost of Dapper Jack Rogers. Rob Zombie Shaggy. 6 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Crimson Cloak. The Fat Raincoat Killer from Deadly Premonition. 4 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and the Gourmet Ghost. Red Ghost. The British are coming. And they're stinky. 2 out of 10. Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the 13th Ghost. Asmodeus. Now the first movie that somehow is trying to retcon any of the actual supernatural weird stuff that happened in the old Scooby-Doo. The 13 Ghost movie is kind of bad. I wish they wouldn't try to change what happened in older cartoons just because reasons, I guess. Asmodeus looks kind of cool though, like the demon uncle that you had and didn't talk about because, you know, he was trapped in hell. 6 out of 10. Scooby-Natural, the Phantasm. It's got a big open mouth. This was an episode of Supernatural, so it wasn't technically an episode of Scooby-Doo, but I'm gonna count it because it's got the whole gang in there and a ghost, and I guess Dean and Sam too. The monster's alright. He turns into a little boy. 3 out of 10. Thank you for watching. If I forgot a monster in the show that I covered, please let me know in the comments below. Also, if I didn't cover monster in a series that I didn't cover and you like that monster, let me know too in the comments below. I'm gonna go now. This was an effort. This was a thing. If you like my video, please subscribe and check out my other videos. There are also things. And hey, I have a Patreon, and that helps me go less insane from putting all the effort into these dumb things. Bye!